Now we will discuss about sheet metal and sheet metal operation. First of all, what is sheet? Okay, sheet means nothing but a minute thickness. Okay, or we consider as a thin layers. Okay, simply we say that one definition also for that. Okay, initial condition to final condition you can maintain uniform thickness or flattened thickness. Okay, that is we consider as a sheet. Okay, when you have your complete sheet with uniformly, or okay, that type of situation we consider as that is sheet. Okay, if you have any variation in your thickness, that condition we can't consider as a sheet. Definitely we need uniform thickness in our sheets. Okay, our sheets we have particular dimension for that. For example, actually in real time condition we consider some condition we consider as a plate. Okay, at the same time we have sheet, and the next one is solid or pot. You can consider as a pot. Okay, what is the difference of these three means? Okay, we have sheet, plate and pot. Sheet means nothing but a 0 point, okay, 15 mm to, okay, 6.35 mm. 6.35 mm we consider as a sheet. Okay, and 6.35 mm or 6 mm you can consider. 6.35 mm, some condition 6 mm also you can consider. 6 mm plate also we consider. 6.35 or 6 to 12 mm we consider as a plate. Okay, and 12 mm above we consider as a part models or solid models. 12 mm above. Okay, these three you need to remember. Okay, what is sheet, what is placed, and what is part modeling. Okay, when you are doing sheet metal operations or sheet metal consideration, that type of situation, definitely you need to know about what is sheet metal operations. In sheet metal operations we have different, like bending, punching, blanking, perforating, nibbling. These all we can say as a sheet metal operations. Okay, what is this operation and where we can use these operations means, first of all we will discuss about this operation definitions. Now we can see, first of all, I will show some sheet metal operation to you for easy understanding purpose. Mm, sheet metal operations. Mm, for example, here we have some sheet metal operation, just you can see. Is it visible to you? Is it visible, Naveen? Okay, just you can see here we have sheet metal processes. Actually these all we consider as a sheet metal process, but we have separate names for these all operations. Now we can see that names. mm, first First you can see this is what is sheet metal. A piece of metal whose thickness is between 0.006, this is inches, we have bracket outside, that is we consider as inch, and bracket inside we have mm. Okay, 0.006 inch to 0.25 inch. But if you need normal condition, 0.15 mm to 6.35 mm. Okay, if we have dimension between this, that condition you consider as a sheet metal. For example, here you can see anything thinner, already I said we consider as a minor thickness, and thinner layers we consider as a sheet metal. Anything thinner is referred to as a foil, and thicker is considered as a plate. Okay, thinner means we consider as a foil or sheet also you can consider, that's not a problem. Sheet thickness is generally measured in gauges. You can remember this point. Okay, when you are calculating or measuring one sheet, that condition we need to consider our units in gauges. Okay, greater the gauge number, thinner the sheet metal. For example, if you have 8 gauge, we have just small thickness. If you have 6 gauge compared to the 8 gauge, we have high thickness. Okay, based on your gauge you will get less thickness. If you have higher gauge, 8 gauge and 10 gauge or 12 gauge, means automatically decreasing your thickness of the sheet. Okay, if you have 2 gauge or 4 gauge, you have increased thickness, we have more thickness based on that. Okay, if you have gauge number high, automatically your thickness will decrease. For example, I will show. We have 6 gauge condition. Okay, we have only 2 mm or 1 mm thickness. You can consider 8 gauge. Okay, 8 gauge condition, you will get only 1.5 mm. Okay, or 10 gauge condition, you are getting only 1 mm, like this. Okay, automatically decreasing your thickness of the sheet. If you have gauge number high, automatically decrease our thickness. That's why you can remember this one. Okay. Next, sheet metal can be cut, bent and stretched into nearly any shape. For example, we can take any sheet. We are doing different types of operation. For example, I need to do cut some profile, you can cut. If you need to bend that one, you can bend. If you need to stretch, means increasing our thickness. For example, forming condition, we are getting this type of stretching. Okay, into nearly and shape. Based on your desired shape or required shape, based on that we can convert and we can modify our sheet metal. Generally, two types of operations are performed: forming and cutting. Okay, generally two types of operations performed. Generally we are using two types of operations purpose. One is cutting, second one is forming. What is forming and what is cutting? Cutting means directly we can cut our profile based on our requirement by using laser cutting. Okay, or normal gas cutting. We are using different types of cutting purpose. Forming means we are using rollers, but you can take bending and forming. Okay, forming we have high strength compared to the bending. Okay. Just I will show next one. These all are sheet metal operations. Sheet metal operations means nothing but bending we have, shearing we have, blankening we have, punching we have, trimming, parting, slitting, lancing, notching, perforating, nibbling, embossing, shaving, cut off, dinking, coining, deep draw, stretch forming, roll forming. These all are we consider as a sheet metal operation. First of all, we will discuss about bending. What is bending? What is shearing? What is blankening? What is punching? What is trimming? What is parting? Okay, first of all, bending. We will discuss about bending. Here we have bending operation. Just you can see, bend is a metal forming process in which a process is applied to a piece of sheet metal. Okay, bending is a metal forming process. Metal forming process also one of the bending category we consider. Okay, what you desired shape, you can create that type of rollers and you can form. That is actual process in forming condition. But here what will happen means, directly we will take one sheet, we are using one bend or punch. Based on that punch we can bend easily. Bending is a metal forming process in which a force is applied to a piece of sheet metal. For example, you will take normal your theoretical model, you will take one any type of plate, sheet or part. Automatically you can apply one point load or uniform load. Present I am applying point load. Based on that point load we have more point load, automatically deforming your model na. When you are applied one point load on your body, okay, at particular place we are applying that condition, automatically you are getting some deformation if you have more than that strength. Okay, you have load more than that strength, automatically you are getting some deformation on your body. Okay, that deformation same here you will consider simply. Bending is a metal forming process in which a force is applied. We are applying our point load or force. Point load means nothing but a force here. Okay, that force applied to a piece of sheet metal. Here applying on sheet, not applied, not a model. That's why you can consider causing to bend. Okay, bending purpose we need to apply particularly some force. Well, okay, at an angle and form the desired shape. What you required, based on that you can create your punch or your force. Okay, then you will get your desired shape. That is here point exact meaning. Okay, when bended our item, just you can see what is flange length. Here to here we consider as a flange length, and setbacks means here to here we consider as a setback. This is our setbacks. Okay, and this one we consider as a outside mold line. Okay, when you have flat end, that condition, your sheet you will get your line at here, but here we formed our bend na, that's why you have like this particular radius we consider as a bend allowance. Okay, this one is bend axis, here we have, and this one is we consider as a bend angle. If you have 90 degree or 85 or 70, that angle we consider as a bend angle. Okay, and bend radius, this one bend allowance. Okay, and this particular box we consider as a bend lines also, this one. And here we have bend length, length of the bend. Based on this length we need to create our punch also. Okay, how much of force we need to apply it at that point, that much of length we need our punch also, based on that. Next, here we have bend angle, bevel angle. Okay, bend angle means you can consider here also, if you have straight you will get 90 degree. For example, if you don't have straight, that condition we need to check by using some some angle quality equipments. Okay, based on that you can check your bend angle. And this is neutral axis. Neutral axis means when you applied force, automatically our neutral axis also will vary. But if we have same flat length, we have neutral axis same condition at middle condition of this sheet. Next, here we have thickness of the model. How much of thickness is that? That is 2 mm or 3 mm. For example, I'm showing one thing, and this is our sheet. I'm taking one straight sheet. Here you can apply one point load like this. Okay, side view condition you can see like this. This is your sheet, and you can apply your punch also like this up to here. How much is there, that much we need our punch also, but you need to apply here. That condition you are getting your punch. Okay, this punch you can see here like this. This is your sheet. Here we can see how much of radius is there, that much of radius you need to mention for your punch. Then you can get finally like this. This is our bend elements we consider, and how much of thickness is there. Based on that we need to create our punch. We have different types of materials for punching purpose. We have N31, mostly we are using HCR material for high carbon. Okay, HCR we are using for that. Okay, this all, just you can observe this one. This is understanding purpose. This is called bending also we consider one of the forming, but you will compare with forming. Bending we have low strength compared to the forming. Why? We are applying direct punch. Direct punching means automatically decreases some properties compared to the forming condition. Step by step we are bending our process, but here at a time we can bend in bending machine. That is the main difference. For example, this is our press brake or bending machine. This is one of the bending machine. Okay, here we have hydraulic means we have hydraulic cylinders. Based on hydraulic cylinders we can bend very easily. This is back gauge, this is sheet metal. Here we applied our sheet metal. This is limit, means you can adjust your limit in back gauge condition. How much of length you need. For example, you need to mention your bend at 100 mm, 200 mm, 300 mm. Based on that we can adjust our back gauge. This is our sheet metal. At the same time, this is our punch. This is our punch. How much of sheet is there, that much of punch is there. At the same time, this is we consider as a male punch, and here you mentioned one groove also, that is female we consider as a. We have die type. This is punch and this is here you are getting one groove. Based on your punch profile you are getting groove also. How means I will show that profile also. For example, you have your punch like this, means here you have your model na? Here you mentioned your sheet. At the same time your model also you have like this. Bottom condition also you are getting like this, and your sheet you will get like this. Finally output. Okay, based on that you need to mention. Okay, this is bend. This is how we have hydraulic arms, means based on pneumatic, this panel, electrical panel we can control. Just this is on off buttons. Okay, this is bed. This is press brake means nothing but a bending purpose or punching purpose, you can consider cutting purpose. This is bending types. We have two types of bendings. One is V bending, second one is edge bending. What is V bending and what is edge bending? Okay, V bending means the sheet metal blank is bent between V shaped punch. Already I told. For example, you will take your flat model, the bottom model we have like this, and at the same time we have top model like this. This is our punch, this is our die, you can consider. But directly you can mention one groove, that is better to you. Where you are getting some neutral axis deformation, automatically you are going some inside, that's why you can mention this type of grooves here. The sheet metal blank is bent between a V-shaped punch and a die. Air bending. Air bending means if the punch does not force the sheet to the bottom of the die cavity, okay, leaving space or air underneath, it is called air bending. Just you can see air bending if the punch does not force the sheet to the bottom of the die cavity, leaving space or air underneath, it is called air bending. For example, you can bend directly contacted to the our model. That condition affected or damaged your bottom condition, or otherwise contacted with your model. That's why you can mention, or otherwise you can punch automatically applied to your die model also. That's why we need to mention this gap, this square gap, okay, or rectangular gap, that is living space we consider, or cavity or air underneath. For example, if you have air automatically going, that is we consider as a air bending type. Okay, V bending and air bending, these two. Next we have edge bending. Edge bending means you can consider this type, we consider as a air bending means we have like this, and edge bending means we have like this. This is edge bending. Okay, edge bending means you can consider like this. See, our models we have exactly, and you need to bend like this. This is we consider as the edge bending. Okay, edge or wipe bending. Wipe bending or edge bending. Edge bending requires the sheet metal to held against the wipe die by a pressure pad. Okay, for example, this is wipe die. You can mention your sheet at here, how much of portion you need to bend, that much of portion you can mark and you can place on your wipe die. Okay, after that you can mention your pressure pad on your sheet, means holding purpose you can mention this pressure pad. Okay, after you can run your punch automatically bending like this. Okay, that is here wipe bending requires the sheet to be held against the wipe die by a pressure pad. The punch then presses against the edge of the sheet that extended beyond the die and pad. Okay, the sheet will bend against the radius of the edge of the wipe die. For example, how much of radius is there for your wipe die? This is our wipe die, this corner, how much of radius is there, that much of radius automatically you will get this one. At the same time, this much of radius you need to beside mention you punch. You can remember that one when you are when you will run your punch, that condition you need to maintain like this. Okay, this is air bending, this is edge bending. Next we can go for next bending operations. These all are bending operations. Just you can see straight flanging, hemming means you are getting like this operation. Okay, this bended but 180 degrees but directly contacted with the sheet, this is we consider as a hemming. Straight flanging, and this is seaming means you are getting like this. Okay, this is one more sheet and this is one more sheet, both are, for example, you will take in your rice drums, oil drums. Okay, these all are under come to seaming. Okay, one sheet hold with another sheet and press it, that condition you are getting this seaming. Okay, next curling means rotating. Next shrink flange and stretch flange, you are getting some outer, some inner like this. This we consider stretch flanging and shrink flanging. Next we have bending operations. These all are bending operations. Channel bending, U bending, this is we consider as a U bending. This is our channel bending. This is air bending, you will get like this. This is offset bending. If you need offset, you can mention like this type of bending. This one is corrugating. Okay, or gutter, you can consider gutter or corrugating bending. Next we have tube forming. This is our tube forming. Next these all bending operations. If you need next, when you will go to the company, that type of condition you will get this type. See, shearing is defined as a separating material into two parts. Shearing means nothing but a cutting. Okay, with exact, just you can see same, as well as you can mention your supported part or base, and under base you can mention your sheet metal. Okay, and you will take one punch. At the same time, here also you can hold one thing, that is better to you. Otherwise you can mention upper blade directly, you can run and automatically cutting this one, sheet metal. Shearing is defined as the separating material. Separating material means divided into two parts, simply breaking, okay, material into two parts. Okay, it utilizes shearing force to cut sheet metal. Sheet metal cutting purpose we are using shearing. We have shearing machines also, cutting machines also. That condition also we are using blades. Next you can consider blanking. Okay, blanking condition, just you can see this is our blanking force. Okay, blanking also, just you can see a piece of sheet metal is removed from a larger piece. We have one piece of sheet metal, that piece of sheet metal removed from the larger, okay, larger piece of stock. For example, we have 1 meter sheet. In that sheet I need 100 square of sheet metals or round sheet metals. That type of condition, definitely we are using punching. A piece of sheet metal is removed from a larger piece of stock. We have larger piece, and at the same time we are removing thin, very small portion. Okay, that is we consider as a blanking. This removed piece is not a scrap, it is useful part. You can remember this one, blanking. What is the difference of blanking and next one is punching? You can remember this too. Blanking condition, what you removed, that portion useful for us in real-time operations, then we consider as a blanking. For example, this sheet useful for you, okay, that condition you consider as a punching. Okay, what you remove, that portion useful for us, you can use a, you can mention that is a blanking operation. For example, useful to the this larger portion or larger stock, that we consider as a punching. Main difference that one. What you removed, this we removed circular shape, that part we are using in present operations also, then you can consider blanking. For example, you are not using this portion, you are using this plate, just you removed that part. That condition you need to do, you need to consider that is punching. This is blanking force, punch, sheet metal. Okay, and this one is our blank, fracture, die roll, and a fine blanking also we have there. This is a fine blanking. Holding force, holding purpose you can consider, we have two holes and holding purpose, or otherwise you can hold, or otherwise to metals you can mention directly. Next, this one is punching, guide plate, sheet metal, and a clearance of the punch, how much of clearance you need. You can mention your clearance in microns condition. Okay, you can mention your clearance and a counter force. This one automatically you are getting your fine blanking. A second force is applied underneath the sheet directly opposite the punch by a cushion. This technique produces a part with a better flatness and smoother edges. For example, here holded, not getting any vibration on your sheet, we have exact holding, that condition you are getting very smooth operation on your sheet. This is called fine blanking. Fine blanking means we are getting very smooth edges compared to the normal blanking. That is main difference. Next, this is punching. Punching condition also same, but is one thing is different. See, the typical punching operation in which a cylindrical punch pierces a hole into the sheet. Okay, but useful this portion, not a removed. We removed one hole. Okay, that whole sheet, that removed portion not useful to us, this plate is useful to us. That's why you can remember this is our punching. Now you can see we have blanking and punching differences. Okay, this is our sheet, you removed some portion, here you removed some. Okay, this portion useful to us, that condition consider as a blanking, or this portion useful to us, that condition you consider as a punching. For example, this is one sheet, in this sheet I need one hole, that condition you can use blanking. For example, you take washers. Okay, in that washers we removed that one, that condition we are using our this main portion, washer portion, that condition you consider as a punch. Okay, next is trimming. Trimming means just you can see punching away excess material from the perimeter of the pot. Okay, what you have excess material, you can remove that material, that condition we consider is trim. Already you know trim means nothing but unwanted portions or don't required portions we need to remove, that we consider as a trimming portion. Same here also, punching away excess material. What you punched away excess material from the perimeter. Perimeter means you consider here a circumference. This is circular type na, you consider as a circumference of the part, such as trimming the flange. Okay, here this is a completely excess material, I need to remove this portion. You can remove from a draw cup, this one. Okay, removing process, but only some portion we need to remove. What you did operation, from that operation we need some portion excess material I need to remove from that model. That condition you can use this trimming operation. Parting means separating a part from the remaining sheet by the punching away the material between parts. For example, you will take one big sheet or flat sheet. From that big sheet or flat sheet you can remove some portion, what you required shape, that required shapes you can remove easily. Okay, that condition you consider as a punch. For example, you can see this is a whole sheet. In this whole sheet we have middle one portion, I need this one, I need this shape, I need to cut these two shapes. That condition you can remove. Here you have actually middle condition, this is your shape. Just you can see, this is your shape, actually sheet shape we have like this. Okay, this is our entire whole sheet. This shape I need and this shape I need. Okay, this side we have two sides covered and this side we have one side is flat. That condition you can remove. Here middle condition, this is useful part and this is useful part, and this is not useful, this is scrap part. Okay, this type of condition you can consider as a parting, separating a part from the remaining sheet by a punching away the material between parts. You can take punching or gas cutting, you can take any other operations, you consider as a parting operation, that one. This is cutting or sorry slitting. Just you can see, slitting means just you are getting very small like this type of condition we consider as slitting. Okay, cutting straight lines in the sheet, no scrap material is produced. For example, you can see where we can see this one at buses condition also, you can see this one. We have lawyers also in buses condition, backside condition, depends upon the requirement, we need to use this one. Cutting straight lines in the sheet, no scrap material is produced. Here we are not getting any scrap in these sheets. When you are used slitting material, slitting operation, that condition we are not getting any scrap, that's why you can prefer this one. Okay.